So we'll try this a second time. Well, there they are. Hello, Great Quartz. Mary Am. We thought we were live for the last half hour and I hadn't pushed the right button. There's a learning curve here.
That's okay.
Oh, goodness. So how is everybody? Let me know.
Hi, guys.
And if you have a question, put it in there. I'll pin it. And, well, you two know the routine here. Hi, Marijana. Nice to see you again. Saw you yesterday. Hello. My dog is just acting up right now. Not sure why. You're just popping in, Great Quartz. Okay, well, thank you. It's nice to see you. Mary M., do you want a reading? What awaits? Marijana, we read you yesterday. Hi, Brittany. Nice to see you in. Haven't seen you in a while. I have an interesting question. What does the lion spirit want to tell you?
Wow.
Okay, let me pin that. Okay, you'll be first. And yes, Brittany, you can have a reading. Just tell me if you have a question or if you just want a general. Okay. Let's see here. General reading for Mary M. Okay. And whoops, nope, hide that. Wrong question. Okay. Charlie, come here, dear. Come here. Stay in here, please. Okay. You've been feeling the lion's energy for so long. Wow. Even since the 888 portal? Oh, this is with a black mane, huh? Interesting. Well, let's get started with the astrology and then we will go into that right away. Here we go. Marijana, we can't read you that often, honey. The energy doesn't change. Okay. So if we read you already this week, then that's it. And I'm sorry if you didn't understand that. We try to explain that every time one of us is live. We explain really once a week is even too often. The energy just doesn't change that fast. So a career reading, Tiffany, sure. Okay. You've had this for 2 years, Great Quartz? And forgive me, I've forgotten your real name, and I should know it by now.
It could be a spirit animal of yours because sometimes we have spirit animals that work with us for, it could be like for an extended period of time or just for a season.
Shh. Yeah, it could be very much so. Um, really? I tell you what, I'm going to run her downstairs. If you want to go ahead and start reading Great Quartz about the
Yeah.
lion's energy, and then after that, I'll do the astrology.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Okay, so Great Quartz with the lion spirit animal, what you can, wait, give me a second. The ancestors from what I saying hello to this lion. Oh, wow. So it's something ancestral. That's really beautiful. It probably is like a spirit guide, an animal guide that works with you. What's coming through for me is that the lion's here to teach you how to set boundaries. It's as if this is a protector guide for you. And there's something about, there's a feeling of you being like distraught from people who are leaving out of your life. So the lion spirit guide, it feels like it comes in to help give you strength to basically overcome that, like to overcome any grievances that you are, and help kind of drop you more into your heart space. So you kind of operate out of a place of compassion rather than a place of anger for what went wrong in the past. And something that's also coming through is the need for you to spend time in meditation. So maybe this is for to connect with the lion, because you can do certain meditations to connect with the spirit animal and see if it has any direct messages for you. It's like reuniting. We're proud of, wow, that's so beautiful. Yeah, that's really beautiful. Let me pull a couple more. Hi, Sean. Anything else for Great Quartz? Let's see. Yeah, it's helping you right here to step into your power. And it's beautiful because it's the number 8 card. So like with 8, I think August, Leo season, Leo is also the lion. So it's just really beautiful because like what's coming through, what's in so many different cards is that it's here to help you reclaim your power. Yeah, that's a beautiful animal spirit to work with. So I definitely would do meditations. Yeah, do meditation. See if there's something like specific that it wants you to work on. Maybe like stepping into your power in a certain area of your life. Okay, and since Bonnie's away, I'm going to grab the next one. Let's see. Okay, Mary Ann, I'm going to go ahead and do a general reading for you. So, Mary Ann, there's a need for you to surrender control and just go with the flow. If you feel like you're stepping into like uncharted territory, you are, because you have this new beginning that's coming for you. And this is actually a soul contract. So whenever this card comes out, it's meaning that you're basically entering a destiny moment in your life, like something that you are meant to embark on. So this could be with career, it could be with love, or just like a very beautiful chapter in life that you're walking into. But this is something that you worked really hard for. So your angels are encouraging you to celebrate what it is that you've been manifesting, because it's here unfolding for you. And also, you do have very heightened intuition at this time. It's like this new chapter enhanced your intuition even more, just you stepping into this. Yeah, I keep getting destiny cards. This is really beautiful. So if you are feeling really creative, or like you want to embark on this new creative endeavor, really put in the work, because this is the chapter where you get to create your life. So it's like you're not living like this mundane life, or you won't be anymore. You're actually going to be creating something beautiful, something that you want. And that was Bonnie, I just did a reading for Mary Ann.
Okay. Well, let's get the astrology done, because that'll make sense with what you just said.
Awesome. Yeah, that's so wild how the astrology really does resonate, because when I was doing the readings last week, I was kind of like caught off, because I'm like, wow, it seems like everybody is really part of, like, everyone's kind of going through very similar things.
Absolutely.
And then when you do the astrology, it's like, wow, like this is a lot bigger.
Right. Yeah. And I noticed that when I was doing weekly readings for each sign, I would find where, things were very similar. Some of the readings would almost be identical. So, hi, Amber.
Hi, Amber.
Andrea,
You're welcome.
54 Hector. I know I've seen you before. I will go ahead and pin that. And Amber, do you want a reading? Or are you just popping in? I'm going to go ahead and start the astrology. It's kind of long, but let's see here. What have I got? Okay. Go ahead and you can always take a reading.
Right?
All right. Well, go ahead and post a question, or if you just want general. And okay, Brittany, I think I already caught yours. Didn't you ask for one earlier?
Yes, I think she was in the chat earlier.
Yeah. Okay. La, 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 la. Okay, I will do it again, but I'm pretty sure I pinned it before. Okie dokie. Let's get started with the astrology. First of all, Mars is in Cancer. And right now, he's going out of bounds. Now, for those who watch the other show, we've talked about what it means when the moon goes out of bounds. Anytime a planet or star, they have a certain revolution that they stay on. It's kind of like being on a road driving. And if they go outside those parameters, it's called being out of bounds. They're not on the road, okay? So Mars is out of bounds. Now, when they go out of bounds, their behavior is very erratic. It's not the norm, okay? So Mars is out of bounds in Cancer for 20 days. Wow. And Mercury has moved into Virgo and is also moving out of his post shadow this week. So things should return to normal, meaning you can make decisions, sign contracts, feel safe that things will happen as they are. At the end of the week, we're going to have the first quarter moon. That's the working, the action, the working on those new planted seeds. And those I've got the date later in this reading about how far back it goes. And like I said earlier, Mars is going out of bounds at the same time that this is happening. We do need to be mindful that Mars is coming into a square with the nodes of fate. So we've got a little bit to talk about. Mars is now traveling in Cancer, so things are all about the family. And because Mars is there, it means that things can become inflamed. Mars can cause inflammation. So that means he can bring things to the surface, things that will bubble up. Okay. They will inflame. So you need to be cautious of your words and what occurs there. Um, Mars is in Cancer, so things are about the family. But also, Mars is happy to kick it up to the surface so that it can cut away what is dead, what is died off. We've been talking about for almost a year how things have been leaving our lives, right? And falling away. Well, now the universe is starting to weed out also. And Mars is part of this process of cutting away what's dead and letting it fall off. What is too rigid so that there can be some sort of emotional health and wellness. Now, Monday, last week, we were in our new moon time happening in Virgo energy. Mercury moved back into Virgo on Monday. And on the 11th, again, like I said, Mercury leaves the post shadow. So contracts, relationships, decisions are on solid ground. On Monday, the moon is traveling through the vibration of Scorpio. As we come into the week, we are diving deep. Scorpio energy is very deep, very watery, very introspective, and a little more private in terms of energy. So we make it a slow morning tomorrow. Give yourself the gift of time when you're getting up until about 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. At about 11:25 a.m. Mountain Standard Time tomorrow, the moon will go void. We've talked about void moons before, how it's a time where you're supposed to rest. Never start anything new, no new projects or anything like that during a void moon. If you do that, it will fall apart as soon as it ends, okay? It's a time to rest, to finish up things that have already been started. That's an okay thing. Let's see here. The moon is only void for about 25 minutes on Monday. So, it's just enough time to kind of take a coffee break. Remember, there's a lot of deep emotion in Scorpio. Okay. And during a void, there's no moon to reflect things off of. So mental health can play a picture if the void is very long. We'll talk about that later in the week. Okay, here we go. Scorpio. So as soon as the void is over, the moon moves from Scorpio into Sagittarius. So as the moon comes into Sagittarius, it's a little uplifted. Comes out of the depths of Scorpio, and Sagittarius is very adventuresome. So it's like, what adventure do you want to go on? Okay, very uplifting. You know, you found out lots of things when you were in Scorpio because Scorpio is very deep and introspective. Okay. And now it's bringing all of that into Sagittarius and it's going to go on an adventure. I want to take you want to take it out into the world. You want to expand, travel. I want to go further and I want to go beyond the horizon, further than I could last month. Emotionally, I want to get on an emotional magic carpet and fly out, have a different experience with the world in Sagittarius. It can be very simple. You just look and go, where do I need to get real with myself? Okay. It's not so heavy. It's not like being in Scorpio, but in such, but in Sagittarius, you go, okay, that's true. I saw it. So now where do I need to get honest with myself? A different philosophy if I'm going to go on a magic carpet ride and go beyond the horizon. I'm going to have a different pathway, be a little more spontaneous with the truth that I found out about myself. On Tuesday, we have a day to continue to be governed by the moon traveling through Sagittarius. You can be a little more emotionally worried here on Tuesday, but we also see that the moon and Mercury are going to be in a conversation with each other and they're going to be in what's called a mutable square to one another. And we know squares can be difficult. Okay, they're opportunities to learn and they're challenging. You'll feel a little bit of the energy on Monday as well as Tuesday, but it's more pronounced on Tuesday. Now, the trick here is to get to the heart and the head opposing each other. Maybe more attention with one another. Your head is saying one thing, your heart is saying another. Excuse me, I had something come up on the computer here. It's distracting. Um, so I'd say on Tuesday, if it can be avoided, it's not the day to get into some deep philosophical conversation with someone important in your life because the head and the heart are not on the same page. What can happen is one or the other of them can take over and start demanding to get their way, or it's worry, worry, worry. This is a mutable square. Mutable energies are worriers, and it just taxes the entire nervous system. There's no rest. So the better choice here is to just not have those conversations right now. The square is our 911 aspect in the zodiac. It's saying something's got to get done here, or you're going to get squished by the square, and nobody would care for that. So, one of the things is, first of all, trust your intuition. The moon is speaking to you by saying, I just got new information about you. So let's be quiet and listen for the intuition for a minute. Mercury in Virgo can be about sharing information about a situation or about you. And the square is you don't like hearing it. Maybe, and you want to share your own opinions. You want to preach at them and let them know what it is. But instead, if you can trust your intuition to say, let me give this person or this situation the benefit of the doubt and let me just listen for a minute, you might actually find out something that you didn't know that ends up being really, really important. Remember, this aspect isn't going to last forever. It's short lived because it's the moon, and the moon moves out of its way fairly fast. So on Tuesday, especially if something comes up and you want to have a big emotional reaction to it, or you want yours is the only right opinion, I would pause for just a second and listen. You might learn something. Keep in mind that there's a person receiving the information as you deliver it, so use compassion. On Wednesday, we're going to move into the first quarter moon at 19 degrees of Sagittarius. The first quarter moon means it's an action. You are in action on something that you started back on December 12th of 2023. That was when the new moon was at 20 degrees of Sagittarius. So you planted seeds of intention then. So go back in your calendars, your journals, back through Facebook and see what you can figure out about what you wanted back then and see how it matches up. Did you begin when you said, I want to go on an adventure? Because it was in Sagittarius. So the first quarter moon, you are building things up while the universe weeds the garden and tears things out of your way. Allow the universe to do the heavy lifting. Don't try to tear things down your own. They will do it for you, clearing things out of your way so you can build. Check your charts. Take a look at Sagittarius, 19 and 20 degrees. What do you have there? What house is it for you? Those will give you indications on what this is all about. It's showing you exactly the area of life that you are building now. We will check back in on this July 11th of 2025 during the full moon, and then it will come to fruition or culmination in March of 2026. Now, later in the day on Wednesday, we get to 6:20 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and the moon is going to go void until 8:37 p.m. Now that's a little over 2 hours. So it's a bit longer than the 25 minutes last time. So take a deep breath and rest. Enjoy maybe a television show or read a little bit of a book. Remember, when we get into the longer periods of a void, what can happen if you're not conscious of it? You'll wonder why nothing's working out. How come everything you're touching is falling apart? Do not start anything right now, or it will fall apart. Some people have mental health issues during long voids, and that's because the moon's not there to reflect back what's going on. So if you are one of those that deals with everyday mental health issues, that's something to truly remember. Okay, and it's a time to rest, put everything down, rejuvenates in some way, and then we'll see the moon shift into the energy of Capricorn. Now it's a whole new ball game in Capricorn. Now that the moon is moved into a cardinal energy. Capricorn is a get her done, get down to business, a fresh beginning for the week. And Capricorn is a grounded earth energy. It's connected, feeling emotionally stable. So, what do I need to delegate off of my plate emotionally? I need to say, hey, I'm in a new foundation here. This is my fresh start for the month. I'm taking on too much, so I need to be the boss. I need to delegate some things away. There are some grounding herbs that you can use in cooking. You might want to work with rosemary or marjoram, cinnamon. Those are all grounding herbs. And if you use them, the food will then be grounded. Crock pot cooking is a very grounded way to do that. Now we see Mercury getting into a sextile with Mars. Remembering sextiles are pockets of opportunity, but Mars is out of bounds. Mars has actually been out of bounds since the 5th and will be till the 25th. When it is out of bounds, it behaves in unexpected ways. Again, like a warrior, ready to fight or be assertive about something. It goes out of the normal realm, so it's a bit impulsive, aggressive. Remember, Mars is in Cancer, so it's emotional. So stop and think about, what do you need to feel secure, to feel nurtured? What do you need to do to have your emotional needs met? But also remember, it can be inflamed. Okay, and because it's in Cancer, it will be about or involve family. So Mercury is coming into a sextile with Mars. Mars is out of retrograde now and in the house of Virgo and very, very comfortable. Mars is not comfortable in this position. Not only is it out of bounds in Cancer, it's creating a pocket of opportunity. But we're going to intelligently take action on that pocket of opportunity that's presented. So with Mercury, it's giving you some ideas, information, maybe a step-by-step approach to it. And connecting with Mars, it's like, okay, I see what I need to do to get those needs met. I have a sense of what direction I need to go to get this done. This is kind of a courageous energy. But remember, courageous overdone is aggressive. Try to find clarity so you can take intelligent action on whatever this is for you. Now, Thursday and Friday, the sun is in a square with Jupiter, which means the sun is bringing light and motivation. So where the sun is, that you are motivated. So check your chart. Where is the sun in your chart? The sun, let's see, the sun in a square to Jupiter happens once a year. It's a good square because it makes you take on some kind of personal challenge. You go, I'm motivated. I am motivated to get my diet together, to get organized, to prioritize. Those are all Virgo things. Jupiter is over Gemini, in Gemini, I mean. So there's so much information, so many ideas, so many possibilities. How can you make any of that happen when the sun is squaring against Jupiter? So Jupiter is saying pick one or two of these things to take on and go after and start building towards. Things you want to do in your life that are important. Put that down on paper right now. Your top 25 things. Then look at the top 3 things that are the most important. And those are the ones that you want to prioritize right now. You do need to cut the expectation that you're going to do all 25. You won't. The top 1 or 2. So prioritize that. If you tried to do all 25, it'd be a big shock to your system and impossible, really. Now, on Saturday, early in the morning, and when I say early, I'm talking 1:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time until 1:53 a.m. So about 23 minutes, the moon will be void. So if you are a night worker, that's something to remember. Take a break, take a deep breath and rest. And just after that, the moon will shift into Aquarius. So now, where do I need to innovate my emotional life? Which, if we think about the patterns here of how things move, you've come from the moon in Capricorn, which says, what do I need to be steady and stable and grounded? What do I need in my emotional life to make that a reality? You get 2.5 days to be like that. Evaluate to see if you can let go of those 25 things. If I can let go of that behavior, well, then the moon pops on over here at our friend Aquarius. We're going to innovate this. This is the energy of Uranus, which rules Aquarius. It's going to bring us some electricity. It's going to fry off those 25 things that you don't need anymore. It'll ask you to innovate. Are you being too rigid in your thinking? Are you being stubborn here? Where can you let go? Where can you get off the fence? In this game, you can see the sweat pouring off of your emotions. You know, it's like these are the good seats. However, the good seats are keeping you tense. You're stressed. You're getting sweat on your face. Can you detach from this a little bit? Go up to the nosebleed seats and look at the overall picture. Are you around people that you walk on eggshells? That's not healthy. You need to be around people of your own type, where you actually have enough emotional groundedness to pour into the collective while also receiving back from it great energy. Okay, late in the day, it's going to move us into the tip of Sunday morning. I'm talking 11:34 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We're going to see Venus come into a trine with Jupiter. And I love this because these are the Bobbsey twins, if you'll remember. If you're familiar with the astrology from when I was reading it on Wednesdays, you'll remember these are the Bobbsey twins. They are benefic energies and they come together. We've got the smaller benefic, which is Venus, and the larger, which is Jupiter in a trine. So it's creating this pocket of ease and opportunity. You have to go to it. It's not like a sextile that you will feel the intensity. This you have to move towards. You have to turn the handle and go through the door. But the energy is optimistic, so it can be just a nice, easy day. And you're at the end of the day here on Saturday, coming into a nice, easy energy for the day on Sunday. Because this will carry over. Maybe do a bit of shopping, some cooking, or just enjoy the expression of ease and have a wonderful time and relax. On Sunday next week, we'll have the energy until we get later in the day, meaning about 8:24 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. we're going to see that Mars, who is still out of bounds, is going to come into a square with the nodes of fate. Before we experienced this energy, I want to remind you that when Mars is out of bounds, it can be about inflammation. Again, reminding you it can bring certain things up to the surface. So be cautious and just know that that energy is there. You can also see where the universe is helping. It will bring and push some things out of you to the surface so that you can see how and why to make a start. That you can also see why you don't need these things anymore. They are no longer fulfilling you. Go to your chart and check and see what you have in Cancer. What house is it for you? Now, Sunday night, 11 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time, we're going to see the moon hit its next void. And it will stay there until 3:38 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Now that's 4.5 hours. You see how they've gotten longer and longer. So take it easy. If you are one of those night workers, it's going to be so important to remember this. It's a long time. It's not like you can just sit down and put your feet up if you're working 8 nights. But it'll be important to remember you don't want to start anything. You can finish things. It's a good idea if you can take a break at some point. Take it easy. Let go of certain behaviors. If you can, just don't start anything new. Okay, if you want a pattern track, go back to January 28th of 2024 when we had the opportunity to have this experience that we're having now prior. We're also going to have it again around the 16th of the month. That's the end of this week in astrology. It was a big one. So take a sigh of relief that we're done right now. So I hope this will help you through the week. It's better to work through the energy than to work against it. So, any questions that I can maybe try to answer? Any questions? Okay, here we go. We've got I'll pin that one. Earth, do you want a reading? Hi, Rhoda. You would like a card, okay. Vet wants a love reading. Okay, I've pinned that. Great quartz. Okay. Angie, hi, did RI enjoy our date? Oh, that's your question. I see.
Mhm.
Well, my first response to that is ask them. I mean, oh boy, all the fun here. Okay, so let me go back up and see who's first.
We also did you get Sean, or do you see Sean's comment
Um,
right after Umber?
After Umber. Hang on here. Let me go back to the all comments. Sean after Umber. After Umber, I have Brittany, then Umber, then Great Quartz. Oh, Sean, spelled S-E-N?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I got that pinned also.
Perfect.
So let me go back up here and see who's next. You did Mary M, correct?
Yes.
And Great Quartz.
Yes.
So next is Tiffany Jones. Are you still here, Tiffany? Because you have to be here to get read. So if you're here, let us know. Let me show that because we did it. And now there. And you did Mary M. So, okay. So Tiffany, you want a career reading. Are you here, Tiffany? Let me go back here. Okay, let me pin that. Yes, Kim, I've got your question. Okay, let me play the birthday thing, and then if Tiffany's not back, then we will go ahead with the next person, okay?
Okay.
Happy birthday, Virgo. Okay, happy birthday, Virgo. All right, has Tiffany come in? No, I don't see that. So we will move on with Brittany Kittle. Brittany, are you here? After Brittany will be Andre 54 Hector. And let's see here. General for Brittany. And I could take that off then. Okay. Brittany, are you here? Okay, Brittany's here and she wants a general. So let's see what the cards have for Brittany. Angels, we are talking to Brittany Kittle. She just wants a general, whatever messages you have for her greatest and highest good, please. Brittany Kittle. Thank you, angels and spirit guides, for your guidance. Brittany Kittle's greatest and highest good. Okay, Brittany. Well, the sun was the first card out. That's good. That's joy, happiness. Also represents Leo. So I'm not sure. You might want to post your sun sign so we don't get things confused. I also have a Tower card, which is a Scorpio card. What I'm seeing, ironically, right after the sun came out, the Five of Cups came out. Five of Cups is saying that you're looking at your regrets. You're looking at things that went wrong instead of things that are right. So advice is turn it around and look at the things that are good in your life. Let go of those things that you have no control over anymore. Now, along with that, if you are not a Scorpio and you don't have a Scorpio in your chart, Brittany, something big's about to change. Okay. A Tower card is about a big shift, a big change in your life. Let's see what else comes out. Brittany Kittle, angels. Brittany fiddle. What else can you tell me? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we've got some Virgo energy saying that you may be doing some soul searching, and there's going to be a new opportunity here. Now, this could be a new job, this could be an inheritance, could be a new love, but it's Pentacles, so I tend to go with job. Holy mackerel, you got a happily ever after card. That's one of the commitment cards in the deck, so don't know what's going on in your life if that could happen, but it doesn't signify for me as a reader a significant commitment. It can mean instead of being friends, being asked out on a date. Okay. And last card for Brittany here, please. Last card. That's too many there. Just one more card, please. Last card for Brittany. Last card for Brittany. Thank you. Okay, Libra energy here. Brittany, you're a Taurus. I haven't even gotten a Taurus card, which is unusual. But I've got Justice here. So that's saying that things are even and balanced, balancing harmony and everything else. And I think that's everything here. I think the important thing to take from this, Brittany, is if you've been looking back, you need to turn it around and look forward. The rear view mirror is smaller than the windshield for a reason. Turn around and be grateful for what is good in your life. And let me know what happens. There's supposed to be some big change in your life. Now, that could be as simple as having a Scorpio come into your life because the Tower card represents Scorpio. So that's all I've got for you. I'll let Miss Stephanie take over and let me know how things turn out. Okay.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and mute.
So immediately I'm picking up the same energy that you're reading, Brittany. I'm getting that you're walking away from challenging times. So I was trying to pull more information, like pull some more cards and see what it is exactly that you're walking away from. But I'm not getting more details on that because your angels are really focusing. They're wanting you to shift your focus into the present moment and really leave the past in the past, because there is a lot of regret and a lot of you looking back really saying like, wow, like why did things end up this way, and just kind of looking at the unfortunate events that had taken place. But they want you to know that all of that was for your own transformation. And although you may look back and see, I wasted time, you didn't waste time. They're saying that nothing is wasted because it was an experience for your own growth. And right now it feels like there's a lot going on in your life, like you're just juggling so many things, and it feels like you can't find this balance. But they're saying do your very best to find balance in the chaos that you're going through right now. And if you have new opportunities that are coming your way, or if new doors are opening, say yes to it, even though you're still juggling a lot in your life right now. There's also a need for you to gather around people who are reminding you of your strength and of your strength and your abilities and your power. So people who are going to lift you up, there's a need for you to be around them right now. And then also a need to commit to yourself and to really just anchor into yourself and start pouring into you. Does that resonate with you, Brittany? And what you were going through, like the past that you're walking away from, you walking away from that, know that it's faded. Like this was part of your destiny. I don't have people that lift me up. Then if you have people in your life who actually do the opposite, like if you have more friend groups who are kind of very neutral or drag you down a bit, stay away from them because you want to be very mindful of who you're around right now.
That especially goes with the astrology, if you remember back,
Wow.
talking about surrounding yourself with like-minded people. If you're walking around on eggshells, those are the wrong people.
Oh yes, you literally just said that in astrology. That trips me out so much. How it's like, gosh, we're just so in tune with like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as people don't like to think that, you know, their life is dependent upon like what's happening in the cosmos, like it kind of is. Like,
It explains a lot, which is why I say it's better to understand it and work with it than to try to fight it.
yes, I agree.
Okay. Yes, Tiffany, we're seeing your responses. You just weren't here when we called your name, so we will do you now. I want to see here pinned. Tiffany wants a career reading. So let me see. I'm going to change decks here. All right, angels, I'm talking to Tiffany Jones, and she wants to know what's going to happen in her career. Thank you, angels, spirit guides, for your guidance for the greatest in high school. Can you tell us? Here we go. Well, it looks good right now. I mean, I don't know if you work for a charity, but there's a lot of give and take, and you're now receiving. So I see leadership here. So I don't know what kind of job you're looking for or what you are doing currently. Ooh. Interestingly, like Brittany, you have a tower card here. So there's going to be a big change for you as well. Big change in the energy. And if you were listening to the astrology, that is there. So it'll be different for everybody as far as what it represents in your life. That's why I say, you know, look at your charts, find out what house we're talking about, which gives an idea of what area of your life it will affect. Now, I also see where your defenses are up a little too high. Don't be defensive. And it's also important not to barricade yourself to the point where nobody can get to you. I do have the Seven of Wands here, and you see how she's in a crystal ball. She's got her defenses so high, nobody will get to her. So it's saying maybe you need to lower those a little bit if you want somebody to come in. Last card here for Tiffany, please. Last card for Tiffany Jones. Oops, that's too many cards. Sorry. One card, please, for Tiffany Jones. Okay. Okay. You need to do a little bit of soul searching here and gathering information. Okay. So if you're looking for a new job, if you're looking to change your career in some fashion, You need to be gathering information. Okay. I'll let Miss Stephanie take it from here. I hope that resonated with you.
I love how the energy is I love how the energy doesn't lie. Like as soon as you started saying that that you need to start like looking closer, I get the card investigate. Like investigate, look closely, ask questions. Like it's
Yeah,
just so
right.
cool how this happens.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what I'm picking up is there's an energy of just resistance and like why is this happening? Like as if there's so much like grief and struggle, but what's beyond this is you actually moving forward. You saying, "You know what? I don't care. I'm going to plunge through it and pursue what it is I want." And the advice that your angels are giving you is to spend more time in your imagination to create like basically you're going to get a clear vision as to what you want to accomplish, because when you start to spend more time like imagining what the outcome is and manifesting, you're going to find that there are so many possibilities for you, and you're going to have more faith in the magic, like just trusting that what it is that you deeply want can unfold. And once you create that vision, what's going to happen next is there's a wall of like doubts and fears and just basically everything that's blocking you from getting to where you want to go. You're being asked that when you hit this wall to really investigate and to do that soul searching and to look closely and say, well, what is it that's really stopping me? And a lot of what's stopping you is you projecting into the future, because you're really focused on what's going to be next, but they're saying no, ground yourself and focus on what's happening right now, because when you work on the now, that's going to get you to what's next.
Okay. Let me see here. Angela Day, are you wanting a reading? I'm not sure. If you do, then you need to say that you either want a general or if you have a question. Otherwise, I will just leave it as you're not sure what this is. Love, I have yours. I have your question posted. Okay, so Tiffany, we're done with you. Let's see here. Brittany, we already did you. Andrea 54. Hector. Any messages from my angels? Are you here, Andrea? Are you here? Andre 54 Hector. And let me see who's after that. After that is Rhoda and Yvette. So make sure you're here. Sarah Gupta, yes, you can have a reading. I added you to the list. You're welcome, Tiffany. Okay, so is Andre 54 Hector here? Going once, going twice, giving a little extra time because I know there are delays depending on where you are. Please make sure and like, share, and subscribe for us. It is the only thing that we ask for. We donate our time to do this, and it helps us a lot if you will like, share it especially, and make sure you've hit the subscribe button. Okay, what do I have down here? Yes, I did add you, love. Noble T. Hi.
And Angela, the readings are free that we're doing here.
Yes. That's why all we ask is for likes, shares, subscribes. Comments are good as well. doing all of that is really good.
Mhm.
Okay.
I have a very brief message for Andrea. I'm not should I go for it in case she is here watching it? It's really
Yeah,
brief.
you can. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. So, Andrea, what your angels are encouraging you is to have courage because they're really wanting you to move on to like the next step in life. But what's holding you back is a lack of bravery. So, they're just wanting you to release any of the negative thoughts, doubts, whatever it is that's keeping you like in your old reality, in a sense. Let go of that and have some courage. So if there's something that you're looking to accomplish, like you want to get a new job, you want to do something new, the answer is go for it. It's really that courage and bravery that's needed.
Okay. We're going to move on here. Rhoda, are you here? Rhoda would love a card at work and it's super slow. Okay. Are you here, Rhoda? Are you still with us? I'll go ahead and just pull a couple cards, knowing that you can always rewind. Angels, I'm talking to Rhoda. What messages for her greatest and highest good do you have? Ooh, Rhoda, did you just go through some sort of heartbreak? You're feeling a big sense of loss. Something very painful. Wow. Did you just lose somebody? I don't know if it was a death or a relationship breakup. Rhoda. But those are the two cards that I've received so far. Let me see what else. Rhoda. That's all I've got at the moment. Let's see here. And she hasn't chimed in. So I will leave it at that. If you want to add anything, you're welcome to, but she hasn't.
Yeah, I'm seeing that there was an ending that happened in your life, you walking away from something, and there's this and you are feeling like there's this pressure, like, oh my gosh, like the clock is ticking, like I need to know what's going to happen. There's this like restlessness right now that you're feeling. And the guidance is that your angels are giving you is they're wanting you to look for happiness, like look for the silver lining, and also really pour into yourself because I have a lot of like self-empowerment cards that came out. So during this time, if your self-esteem kind of took a hit from whatever ending that took place in your life, they're wanting you to put that focus back into yourself. Yeah, start practicing gratitude because that's what's going to help to pull you out of this kind of like pain or like negativity that you're in.
Okay, Rhoda. Next we have Yvette. Yvette, are you here? Are you here, Yvette? Yvette. Okay, after Yvette, we have Angie, and then Kim B, and Love. So if any of you are still here, chime in and we will read you. Okay, Angela Diaz, got it. Angie's here. Okay, let's go ahead with Angie then. Let me see what her question is. Hi, did RI, and this is the date question. I'll get my pendulum and see what that says. Angels were talking to Angie, and she had a date with RI. She wants to know if he enjoyed himself. Did he like the date? Okay, I've got a yes on that. Thank you. And will she see him again? Will Angie see RI again? Yes. That's affirmative. Okay. All right. Well, that was easy. I love yes nos. They're quick. Okay. Anybody else chime in yet? Love is here, so love is next. Let me get that question up. Okay. If my intuition is correct on who, may I please ask if your intuition is correct on who D is? Okay, angels. Love wants to know if her intuition is correct on who D is.
So just to clarify, love, are you kind of asking if who you think this person is, like if you're perceiving them as they are? Is that kind of what you're asking? Because I could do a reading to clarify, like, see if we could get insight on who this, like what their energy is.
That's fine. Yeah, why don't you do that? I got affirmative that yes, your intuition's very correct. Somebody else said you were very wrong. Well, guess what? Your intuition is always correct. If you listen to your gut, it never lies. It will never lead you wrong. Okay. So go ahead, Stephanie, and if you want to add something.
Give me just a moment, Bonnie. I'm just pulling a few
Sure.
cards.
Kim B, you'll be next, and Yvette. Yeah, I'll add you on. You missed your turn, but I will put you back on.
So, love, if you got some kind of divine like intuition recently where you feel like you received divine wisdom as to who this person is, that is correct. But it seems like the people who are telling you that you're wrong, they're causing you to overthink this. So it's causing you to actually doubt your intuition and overthink it. So maybe believing that they're wrong or they're right and you're wrong. But that's not the case. Like Bonnie said, your intuition is correct. I have like a couple intuitive cards here on the table, but this is like the primary one. This says listen to your body. This one, the channeler. Yeah, so if the kind of insight that you received, if you felt like it was divine, it definitely was.
In 2017, a lot of info came to me, and then I did past life regression, and similar info came out. But someone recently said it was delusional. Don't pay attention to what other people say. They are projecting their own reality. What other people say and do is all about their reality, not yours.
And then also, like when it comes to this kind of divine wisdom, you want to be mindful as to who you're getting advice from, because if you're asking a materialist, like someone who really only believes in like physical matter. If it's not in front of me, it doesn't exist. When they hear this kind of information, immediately it does sound cuckoo to them. So you won't really get like divine knowledge from those kind of people. It's more practical like advice that they'll give you. So I would be mindful on that. Like, is it someone really, deeply intuitive, extremely spiritual, who's making you question your intuition, or is it somebody who's just very much a materialist?
Okay. All right, let's go back to Kim B. Kim B. You want a love prospect reading. Okay. Angels, I'm talking to Kim B. She wants to know what's going on in her love life, what's coming up. Does she have a love prospect? Kim B. Thank you, Angel Spirit guys, for your guidance. For Kim B. Greatest advice. Have you been manifesting this? It looks like. But there's some sort of conflict going on. Thank you, angels.
You're welcome, love.
I've got Cancer energy here. Or if you're a Cancer, let me know. Otherwise, this looks like it's going to move forward. Thank you, angels. Let's see here, Kim. Kim B. You're Scorpio. Okay. Then things are going to move forward for you. You're gaining clarity. What's this? Did you leave something behind? Like, did you walk away from a relationship? There's something you're leaving behind. Can be. Ooh. They're saying be patient. I would continue manifesting. The one thing that I'm unclear on is this conflict. What is it that you're in conflict about? And what did you leave behind? I will let Stephanie pick it up from here.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can pull on that because I didn't get any. They didn't give me insight on that. What I do see though is that you definitely do have manifestations that are coming in. So, and like you probably got the Magician, Bonnie, for the first card. Did you?
Mm-hmm.
I received the Magician also in her spread.
So she's manifesting.
Yeah. So, Kim, yes, you do have love that's coming in. And this is something that you've been manifesting. And this is like a very good love. This is a very rich, very potent love for you that's going to bring abundance into multiple areas of your life because it looks like this partner, when you get with them, they're actually going to help you to pursue your dreams and go after your goals. So, this is someone that's not only going to help you in love, but in other areas of your life. And you're being encouraged just to not put a lot of pressure on it, just let it go with the flow. The person who is going to come in, they're someone who's very sharp, very witty, very communicative. And this is exactly what you manifested. Yeah, I'm getting basically a manifestation card at the beginning of the spread and at the very end. So if you have been asking for someone very specific, know that that person or like a person with those qualities that is coming in. So this is essentially like the summary of it Really just go with the flow and don't put pressure on it. Just let it unfold because it looks really beautiful.
Wonderful. Hi, Dawn. Don't
Oh, hi,
get in
Dawn.
an accident, and have nice dinner. I hope your talk went well.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure. I'm sure it did. You're welcome, Kim. Okay, let's see what's next. Yvette. Yvette, are you still here, dear? I love reading. Yvette. Yvette. Yvette, are you here? Well, you'll have to rewind, Rhoda. I did pull
remember
a couple cards. Did you do Rhoda? I've forgotten.
No, but I remember she asked for, I think she said a card.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and do her then while we wait and see. Let's see where Rhoda. Let me get one more.
All right, Rhoda. So this is all about you letting go of the past and leaving it behind you, because you have this new beginning that you're leaping in towards. So your angels are really wanting you to step into receiving energy. So if you have opportunities that are coming your way, make sure that you don't self-sabotage them. Say yes to that. Leave the past in the past. You're onto something new now.
Okay. She did go back, and what I was thinking,
Oh, wow.
remembering was about, I had the Ten of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Very painful loss, leaving something behind. And so apparently that's correct. And she's starting over. So.
Yeah, and what it is that you walked away from, that was stuff that was also tied into past lives. So that was like maybe some past life karma that you worked out, if it was a breakup that you went through.
It's amazing what we work through, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what we've got next. Yvette, we still haven't seen you come back. All right, let me see who else. We did Angie Kimby, love. There was one, Sora Gupta. Are you here? Angela Day and Beth Butler. If you'll chime in. Magnetic Millions, I'll put you on the list. Let's see here. So who is here? Because I have, let's see here. Beth Butler. Angela Day is here. All right, Angela. Beth Butler's here. Okay, she was. Yvette is here too. Okay. Let's do Yvette. Yeah, let me see. Hey guys, what does it say here? Can I have a love reading? Okay, Yvette. Let's see what this angels have. We're talking to Yvette Angels. She wants to know about love. What can you give me for her greatest and highest good, please? Yvette. Thank you, angels. Spirit guides for your guidance. Wow, right off the top, huh? I got the happily ever after card, that's for sure. That's one of the commitment cards in the deck. It's the 10 of Cups. So something's going to happen that's well. Whatever it is going to happen quickly. I see things going really fast. Thank you, angels. What else can you give me for Yvette? For her greatest and highest good about love. Okay, there's going to be a lot of clarity soon. And let's see here. Passion is involved. And long-term planning. And that 10 of Cups is there. That was the first card that came out. And you've got long-range planning. So I'm saying this looks pretty good for love. It is going to happen quickly. I don't know how soon. Let me see one more card. Last card here for Yvette. Last card. Justice, Libra energy, balancing things out. If you have any sort of legal matters going on, that could be reflected there. I don't know what your sun sign is, so I don't know if I have it reflected at all or not. I'm going to let Stephanie take over and see what else comes in here.
All right. So I do see a passionate new beginning coming in for you, and you're being encouraged to step into life. So when this does come in, don't shy away from it, go toward it. What I'm also picking up is like your past haunting you in a sense. So I'm not sure if you just recently got out of a relationship or if there's someone from your past that kind of enters into your mind. But this is someone who would have brought you a lot of conflict and just a lot of conflict, a lot of grief. And if this person does re-enter your life, if they do circle back, there's this urge for you to just end things entirely and cut them off because this is someone who's not honest. So if it's someone from your past who's going to be re-entering your life, focus on your future instead. That's the guidance, because they're telling you that you could create something better. So if you have an ex who's wanting to offer you something, know that the love coming in after is going to be greater.
We're still in Mercury retrograde for a few more days, so
oh wow,
people come in from your past. All right, let's see here. Now we have, because I saw we did that. We did that. Kim. We did love. Sora Gupta, I saw that you were here. And you wanted a general, it says. So, Sora Gupta.
And if that did resonate, could you chime in?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Beth Butler. Angela Day. Did we do Angela Day?
I don't think so.
Okay. Then Angela Day is next. I'm sorry, Sora Gupta. I've got to go back and catch Angela Day. Angela Day.
I love that we're getting love reading requests. Like, I think all the requests today are love readings.
A lot of them are, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Angela Day wants a general. Angels. We're talking to Angela Day. Angela Day. For her greatest advice. Angela Day, you have a soulmate coming in. Wow. I got two cards here. The first one is the Lover's card, soulmate. It also represents Gemini. And the Knight of Cups, that's an offering of love coming. So this is not too far away. Anything else here for, ooh, Angela? Holy mackerel. The next card out is the Two of Cups. That is the other soulmate card. I'd say you've got something really fast coming in. Another card, please, for Angela Day. Holy mackerel. Spirits on fire. We have the Fool card saying, when this happens, take that leap of faith. Wow. Okay. As far as love goes, you can't get it any more to the point than this. All right, Miss Stephanie, your turn.
This is funny, but I'm getting pretty much the same message that I gave just to the last one, where you have a choice to make and you're being encouraged to not repeat the same cycle. So if you have someone from your past also who might enter into your life, they're really wanting you to break through your limits. So they're wanting you, if you feel like, oh, maybe I'll settle for this person because they change in XYZ ways, they're saying, nope, think happier, think brighter, think bigger. Don't dwell over the past, because you have, like, you're going to be hitting the wheel of fortune, but you have to be willing to let go of the past.
Mm-hmm. A lot of that in the astrology too. Okay. No,
sorry, I'm just laughing because
lesbian.
one of the comments that came in.
No, this is just the general.
Just Psychic Sunday.
This is Psychic Sunday. Okay, Saragupta, you are next. Let me see what you had here. A general. Okay, Saragupta, angel. Angel Saragupta just wants to whatever's coming for the greatest and highest good. Saragupta. Thank you, angel spirit guides. Saragupta, the greatest and highest good. Wow. Saragupta. If you're not a Gemini, honey, then you've got lovers. You've got a soulmate coming. And the second card that came out was making long-range plans. Wow. Kind of similar to another one that came out. You've got the Nine of Pentacles. That's what I used to call single, ready to mingle. Feeling very independent and abundant and wise. Not really looking for love, which is usually when you find it. You've been going through a transformation is what they're saying. Last card, please, here for Saragupta. Holy mackerel. Happily ever after. 10 of Cups. Wow. That's pretty good. Very similar to one of the other ones, though. It's also interesting how that occurs. Okay, I'll let you see what you get.
All right. The message that I'm getting for you is to finalize endings in your life. So if there are things that you find yourself walking away from, you're being encouraged to cut the lines that are holding you back. So any kind of ties that you have to, whether it's like a job that you want to walk away from, or it's friends that you want to walk away from, you're being encouraged to complete those cycles, because there's a new beginning for you, but it's like that new beginning can't start until this is wiped away.
Okay, here we've got. All right, I will pin that. Okay. Next would be Beth Butler wants a general. Beth Butler. Angels and spirit guides. We're talking to Beth Butler. Beth Butler wants a general for the greatest and highest good, please, of Beth Butler. Thank you, angels, spirit guides, for your guidance, Beth Butler. Beth Butler. Thank you, angels, spirit guides. Beth Butler, are you Gemini? Or do you have a Gemini in your life? Oof, something painful. Painful ending. Beth, are you present? Beth Butler. Okay.
Oh, there she is.
Sagittarius. Did you have a recent loss of somebody? Painful ending of some kind. A lot of swords here, and you're Sagittarius. That's fire. A lot of air here. Beth Butler. Decision that you don't want to make or didn't want to make. And you're going to talk to someone about it. You did have a painful loss. Okay. All right. Let me see if there's anything else. You've been looking backwards, Beth. Looking over maybe as far back as childhood. I don't know where this loss came in, if it was a relationship loss or if you lost somebody in your life to death. But I see you looking backwards. Memories. Your back is out. I've lost a lot of loves. Okay. Thank you, angels. Last card here is Justice. Libra energy. It's saying to get things in balance. That's why your back went out. You've been out of balance. Put your feet in the earth. Ground yourself. If you're a water sign, you can do that by just taking a shower or a bath. Otherwise, put your feet in the earth. If you can't do that, go buy a potted plant and some dirt. Play in the dirt for a little bit. Get yourself grounded. Okay, Miss Stephanie, I'll let you take over for Beth.
All right, Beth. What I'm seeing is that there are these like manifestations or like desires, you could call them, that you want to accomplish, and that's where you're headed toward right now. So right now you're wanting to embark on a new adventure where you're like, I'm going to acquire in life what it is that I want. And this is a journey in order to get you to those manifestations. So that's something just to be mindful of, that it's not something that's going to happen quick. But on this journey, what's beautiful is that you're going to go through a massive transformation within yourself, but for the best. So you're really going to evolve throughout this process. And there are these like negative thinking patterns that enter your mind periodically from time to time, and you're going to really set boundaries with that, where you're going to have a lot more joy, happiness, love that's in your mind. So that's going to be like one of the results from this transformation. But you are on the right path, so keep going in the direction that you're on right now.
Okay. All right. Now we have, hang on.
Yvette, we can see your messages, but I think we read for Yvette, didn't we?
Yeah, we read Yvette.
Yvette, you could always play the video back. Maybe if you go maybe 20 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
your reading should be up.
Yeah. Now we have, hang on, Heike Kauai. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If not, put the phonetics out there. And I will apologize for butchering it. But angels, we're talking to Heike Kauai. Heike Kauai. She's new to the channel, so I'm going to just go for her greatest and highest good. Heike Kauai. Greatest and highest good, please. Greatest and highest good. Okay. What I'm seeing here is that things are going to get easier for you. You've been doing a lot of soul searching. Something happened here that's caused this, and life is going to get better. Heike Kauai. Some sort of a conflict is going on. Or maybe that's what you were involved with, and they're saying things are going to get better. Ooh, child, things are going to get easier. All right, Miss Stephanie, I will let you take it over.
I'm getting this is for Heike. So I'm getting that you went through a lot of grief recently. So right now you're just coming out of a very challenging time. And it's like as if you're flooded with a lot of this negativity. And just know that this is something that is necessary for you to go through, because you're walking away from the old. So you're just kind of releasing like the old fragments of that past. What's to come is you gaining a new perspective. So from this loss that you experience, you're going to have a different outlook on life, and you're going to start to see things, it could even be people, a lot more clearly. So there's positivity to come, but right now this is something that is necessary for you to go through. So just allow yourself to release everything old.
Okay, well, Heike, I thank you for joining us. Hope you'll come back. We're here every Sunday for Psychic Sunday, Tarot and Beyond. And I also have a program on Wednesday mornings, if that works better for you, called Ask the Angels with Love Riot Warriors also. All right, unless somebody comes in, looks like we are.
We have, I see Arena, Gion,
Okay.
and then also Ella Bella. If we want to get those two and then maybe
That's
wrap
fine.
it up.
Yep,
Okay.
that's fine. Oh, wait, Arena Jean?
Uh-huh.
Was that one of them you said?
Yes.
Okay. Arena Jean. Arena Jean. Angels, we're talking to Arena Jean. Arena Jean. Greatest and highest good, please. Arena Jean. Arena Jean. I'm getting a lot of charity here. I don't know if you work for a charity or if it's just the give and take in life that you've been giving a lot and you're about to receive, but it's equitable. There's a lot of reciprocity here. Whoa, caught it. Um, and it's saying, I don't know what your sign is, honey, but I've got a Pisces energy, and that's telling me that you're being held back for something important. Your guides are holding you back for someone. Got the Wheel of Fortune here. So this is destined, that's why. It's a destined relationship. Abundance is coming in. Ooh, let's see what this is. The world, no, the moon card. That's okay. So I've got two Pisces cards here. I don't know if what's it say? You're a Leo. Okay, well, this person coming in might be a Pisces. Besides the fated and destined, they're saying use your intuition. Last card, please, for Arena G. Last card. Yeah, you're ending a cycle and starting a new one. Man, you've got a lot of major arcana cards. I mean, 4 out of 5 are major. That's power. That's I really get the sense that this relationship that's coming is fated. You've been held back for this person. They're saying use your intuition. You just ended a cycle and you're starting a new one. All right, Stephanie, I'll let you take that one.
Arena, I really like your energy. You have really nice, I like connecting to your energy. What I see is that you feel right now like your whole life has flipped upside down. Like you don't know where your future is anymore. It's like you can't really see where things are aligning to. But that's necessary because right now you are learning to be in the unknown. So you're learning to kind of work with the universe and be in this place of mystery of, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm just going to live here in the present moment. And right now, there is a lot of healing that's needed from what you just came out of, whatever you recovered from. And through this healing, you're going to learn, you're going to start to discover your authentic self. So if you found that there were masks that you were wearing, or maybe like you had to suppress yourself to a certain degree around whatever situation you're walking away from, like if it was a relationship or maybe if it was people that you worked with, coworkers, you're just going to see yourself through a different lens where you see, hey, you know what, that wasn't my truest self. My truest self is actually this. So when you step into this new chapter, that's what you're going to start to embody. And right here, the closed door, this is to your past. So they're saying that like your past, that door's closed, the key is gone. Don't worry about it, because what comes after that closed door, which is you right now, synchronicity, you are on the right path. This is your destiny. And when I asked to get more insight as what is to come, what's in the future, they are not giving me information on it because there's this need of you needing to be in the unknown. But what they will share is that it's very prosperous. There's a lot of abundance, and abundance doesn't necessarily mean just in finances. It could mean multiple areas of your life. So you are really being encouraged to, and I've gotten, this has to be like, this has to line up with the astrology, Bonnie, because I've gotten this for so many people today, but have the courage to step into life.
Unknowing.
And you know what it is that you're stepping into, just like Bonnie said, it is fated. This is something that is like a destiny moment for you. So know that you are absolutely on the right path. You do not need to go back into the past, leave that, be here, and then just move forward.
Very good. Sora Gupta, we did not forget you. We did read you. You'll need to rewind to see that.
Probably like 20 minutes, maybe,
Yeah,
right?
it was quite a while ago. Let me see here. We had Magnets Millions. Yep, I think you were skipped, but I'm seeing you now, so we're going to do you next. Magnets Millions. Angels, we're talking to Magnets Millions. I don't see a question either. That might be why you were missed. But I will go with a general. Magnets Millions. Magnets Millions. Angels, we're talking to Magnets Millions. The greatest and highest good. Can you get me Magnets?
All right, we lost Bonnie, but I imagine that she'll be popping up any minute now. Is love coming my way? Let's see. Hi, Bonnie. There you
Okay.
are.
Are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
What about now?
Are you on mute?
No.
I can't hear you.
Can you guys hear me okay in the chat?
Can you hear me?
Can you guys hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me, Bonnie?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, now I can hear you.
All we needed to do was switch.
Something like that. Yeah. Now let me get back into the messages here.
So we
And
had
I was reading Magnets Millions.
and they're wanting to know if love is coming in. And these are the cards that I got for you, which both of these are amazing cards for love. You got the lovers. So this one couldn't be more clear. Yes, you do have love that's coming in, but these cards, they both came in reverse. So what this tells me is that you might be holding love on a pedestal. So you might see it as if like it's something out of reach that you want to attain. So ground it, bring it back down to reality and really believe that that is something for you that you can have. And that's going to then, like, once you are open to, I'm worthy of receiving this love, that's when it can just come right into your life.
Okay, the first card that came out for me was the Hangman, saying you're being held back. Your guides are holding you back for a purpose. I do have an offering of love here. I've got the Knight of Cups. And then I also have good news coming from the Page of Pentacles. So, last card here, please, for Magnets Millions. Big shift, big change coming in your life. Tower card, that's Scorpio energy. So I have Pisces and Scorpio. I'm not sure what sign you are, but hopefully that will help you. Now we have Ella Bella, I believe is the last one. Let me see what I've got down here. Yeah, we already got those. So Ella Bella, you are the last one. Ella Bella. Angels, we're talking to Ella Bella. Interesting. One of my dogs used to be named Ellie Belly. That's what that makes me. One of my little Yorkies. So Ella Bella, the greatest and highest good. Ella Bella. Angels, Ella Bella. What can you give me for Ella Bella? Ella Bella, thank you, angels. Got a new beginning starting. A lot of creativity with this. Passion. Two of Cups. That's a soulmate card. Ella Bella. They're saying take the leap of faith. You've got the Fool here. So when that comes, you're supposed to go. Last card for Ella Bella, please. Ella Bella. And things are going to go into smooth waters. Things are going to get a whole lot easier for you. So hopefully that's going to help. I hope it does. Stephanie, I'll let you take it.
All right. So it feels like there's a choice that's needing to be made. There's a choice that's needing to be made, and they're encouraging you to not stay in your comfort zone. So you are wanting more experience. It's like you have this feeling of, I want to explore life, what else is out there, and they want you to lean into that. So that like curiosity and playfulness, really embody that, because it's going to help you step out of what's familiar to you. So you feel like very lost, like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But really just follow your highest passion. That's what they want you to take action on. And you're also being encouraged to remember how powerful you are, like how powerful and how divine you are, and how you really can manifest the life that you want. And they want you to make sure that you are not going to play tricks on yourself. So this is talking about you deceiving yourself out of your wish fulfillment. So kind of saying, like, thinking as if this is too good for me, so I'm going to stay down here. No, don't do that, because you have a choice to make as to which path you're going to go down, but don't choose a path that leaves you hungry, that leaves you wanting more. Go towards these new opportunities that's going to give you that fulfillment.
Okay. Somebody was asking for channels. This is my YouTube channel, Calling on Angels 1111. I also have a Facebook page under the same name, but I also want to give credence to a lot of good people. We have Naturally Divine Goddess. She does tea time every Monday morning. And then she also comes on Thursdays with Sonoran Mystic Tarot. On Saturdays, we have Susan Grayson. She comes on precisely at 10 or 11. 10 a.m., I believe. And she's always on time, if not early. We have my dearest friend, Miss A5 Says, or Angie Lewis. Angie does a show with Dawn from Sonoran Mystic, and they do that Wednesday evenings. And then she comes on usually on Sunday evenings or afternoons. And it's very ish-ish, meaning, I can tell you it might be 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time and it might be 7. They come on as soon as they can. They do have sometimes there's technical problems there because Sonoran Mystic is pretty far out in the desert, and sometimes he has connection problems. Now, Sonoran Mystic, there you go for him. That's a meditation he does, and I solely recommend that. That is so good. It put me in such a state that I fell asleep. Anytime a guided meditation can make you do that, it's getting you where you should be. So that's one to scan and go see. He also has a book out called The Ultimate Power Within, Unleashing the Magic of Affirmations. My God, that book will change your life. If you want to scan it, it's on Amazon. It's only, I think, $19 and something cents. It will rewire your brain if you follow it. It's called neuroplasticity. If you do things a certain way for a certain amount of time, it will rewire your brain. So if it's a positivity you're trying to get into your life, if you pattern it, like he says, you will find yourself being much more positive. Love Riot Warriors. A friend of mine, Julie, we do a show on Wednesday mornings. And then let's see if I got everybody here. I think so. I think that's everyone. I don't have anybody else. If I forgot somebody, I'm sorry. And
Can we Can we actually see if Angela D is in? Because I think I left Angela with some confusion on her reading. So I just didn't want to like leave it at that.
Okay. Angela. Oh, Angela Day or D?
Yeah. Angela, are you still in? Because if so, I like to give her more clarification because I think there was some confusion.
Oh, I see. I went back here. Let me put this up. It says I went back, watched it. Does it mean my marriage isn't as good as I think? I don't remember the reading, so I really can't say. Angela Day, are you still here? Yep, she's here.
Okay, perfect. And Angela, do you have any specific questions that you would like me to clarify for you?
While you're waiting on her response, Lori Sue Cragen Clumped. I'm not sure I get what you're saying. You're saying it's hopefully a refreshing beginning, an influx of the stunted readers that flood YouTube. Just
I think Bonnie, I think that's a hate comment.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't give any energy to that.
Yeah. Goodbye. Angela, will my daughter ever be back in your life? That's what she wants to know. Let me see. If you want to pull a card, fine. I'm going to ask. Talking to Angela Day, and she wants to know if her daughter will ever be back in her life. Yes. Oh, well, good. Thank you, Lori. I was trying to read it and get an idea of what you were referring to. Thank you for complimenting.
Oh, yeah. My apologies, Laura. I thought that I took that the wrong way. I took that the opposite way.
That's why I was reading. I was trying to make sense of it. But thank you. Yeah, we have been here. I've been here for several years. So, let's see what else.
So, Angela, I just pulled another reading for you just to give you some like general guidance because I'm not sure if there was some confusion with the last one. So, the message that I have for you, and this is more just general, Your angels are wanting you to really start they want you to really start analyzing your life, because you are very intuitive, but there's this self doubt where it's like you are looking for the answers outside of you, but you actually have them within you. And you have this vision where you could really see things clearly, but it's as if you block yourself, and it might be self doubt that blocks it. And when you don't know what the outcome of a situation is, they're wanting you to know that there are so many things that are working underground, like behind the scenes, that you don't see happening. So when you're wondering what is the outcome of this, there's still like a play underground, essentially, or in the cosmos that's going on. um Also, when you feel like, you know what, this is no longer serving me, they're wanting you to walk away from those things. So whether this is in your current reality or just in general, and that's more what it feels like. It feels like this is just kind of general, like, life guidance that they're giving you. They're wanting you to be a little bit more quickly to cut the lines that are holding you back. Because even when you do step into the dark, you say, you know what, I'm going to walk away from this and I'm going to go into the unknown. There are so many treasures that are within those places. And that's something that they don't want you to shy away from, because you have this light where even in the dark places, you still shine and you still function very well. So, yeah, it just kind of feels like this is a message of, hey, see yourself for who you are, because you're a lot more than you perceive yourself to be.
Very good. Wonderful. Okay. Well, I think that's everybody, unless Lori Sue, did you want a reading before we leave? It's been 2 hours. So if you did want a reading, please chime in really soon. Otherwise, I think we've got everybody that came.
Yeah. And I don't have any YouTube channels. I only have TikTok, but one day,
We're going to work on that and get her all taken
yeah.
care
I
of.
just know that it's a lot of work just to build consistent content. So if I can't consistently create content, I'm like, I'll have to put that like on the back burner until I have like the time to really invest into it. But one day, definitely.
Mm-hmm. No, thank you. Perhaps another time. You're welcome anytime. We're here every Sunday, 11 to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, or for me, 1 to 3 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. Thank you all for joining us. The energy was very good.
Yeah. Thank you guys for letting us connect to your energy, and just for like trusting us with these readings. Cause I know that this is something that, you know, like you really have to feel a level of like comfort and trust just to open yourself up to this. So thank you guys.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll see you next week. If not, I'll see you Wednesday when I'm here for Ask the Angels with Love Riot Warriors. I thank you for being part of this. Let's see here. And hopefully we will see you again next week. Thank you. Anything else from you, Steph?
No. Oh, I just won't be here next week because I'll be going for my
That's
Reiki
right.
master.
And I'm not sure who's going to be here with me, but I will try to get somebody else in. All right. I will see you next week. Otherwise, she will see you in 2 weeks.
Bye, guys.
Have a blessed week, folks.